Hello everyone, my name is Otavio and this is the Galilean Library, and Christmas is over. It was such a great time this year. I always love Christmas and this year was especially great. And I'm so sad it's over, but good news, I do have a lot of books to show you guys. So that's why I'm here today, to show you all of the books that I've got for Christmas, as well as some stuff that I've got for Black Friday. And yes, let's get to it. So like I was saying, the majority of the books that I've got are for Christmas, but some of them I got from the book outlet Black Friday sale more than a month ago, I think. And yes, I haven't hauled any of these yet, so why not combine both hauls into one? It'll make all our lives easier, especially mine. Yes, and yeah, let's see the books. So the first thing that I've got is Ursula K. Le Guin, and it's the Lathe of Heaven. I've read Le Guin in November, The Left Hand of Darkness, and I really want to read more stuff by her. This book in particular is not in any of her other bigger series like the Hainish Cycle or the Earthsea series, and I think it's a standalone. So yeah, I think this book it's about a guy who realizes that his dreams can alter reality, and a psychiatrist who treats this guy also realizes that and tries to use his gift for his favor. So yeah, really interesting premise here. I really want to get to it, and it's pretty short, so yeah. The next one is Harrison Squared by Darrow Gregory. This book, I'm really anticipating reading this. I'll tell you why. I've read one other book by Darrow Gregory before, which was We Are All Completely Fine. I read that earlier this year, and I really enjoyed it. It's actually a novella, and in that book, they actually mention this book in a sort of like a story within a story sort of way. They mention it as being a work of fiction about this other character in that book, which I assume is in this book again, obviously, which is Harrison. And yes, I'm really looking forward to it. I do not know anything about like this specific story, only maybe what the other book has told me, but if I say it here, it would be a spoiler, so I'm not going to. I will get to it soon. I think it could be one of my favorites of the year, but I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to get to it, but I hope soon. Next, I have a science fiction classic, The Forever War by Jill Haldeman. Yes, that's how you pronounce it? Yes, I think so. Yes, this is military science fiction, one of the classic military and science fictions out there. And I do not know much more than that. I know that I do need to read it because I have enjoyed John Scalzi, and I hear he has been influenced by this quite a lot. So yep. Next one is The Tropic of Serpents by Mary Brennan. And this is the second book in a series. I do not know the name of the series. It's a memoir by Lady Trent, I think. Not sure. Anyway, so there are a couple books in this series, I think 3 or 4. And this is the second one, like I said. And actually, I got it at Book Outlet on Black Friday. And I had also added the first book in this series to the cart because they were both really cheap. But when I was about to check out, the first book was sold out and I did not realize, so I only got one. So I have to get the first book before I start, obviously. Yeah, but I'm really interested in it. It's about Lady Trent, who is, she is a scientist, I think, and she studies dragons. In this alternate reality in which dragons are real, obviously. And yes, I do not know more than that, but interested. Next I have Under the Skin by Michelle Faber, and Michelle Faber is the writer of A Book of Strange New Things, and this one has been adapted into a movie. You can see the movie cover here. This is the movie tie-in. I'm usually not happy about movie tie-ins, but this one is actually a good-looking cover, so why not? another one that I do not know anything about, but I'm interested, and I kind of want to read this before I actually watch the movie. And yeah. Next I have Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Cranor. And this is also kind of a tie-in. It's a book about the Night Vale podcast. And I've only started listening to the podcasts pretty recently, and I've gotten pretty interested in it. So I've decided to get the book as well, which was released not too long ago, I think this year. And yes, I don't know how much of the podcast I have to listen before getting to the book for me to get the whole experience without experiencing spoilers, perhaps. I don't know. If you guys have, listened to the podcast and read the book, I would love some pointers as to when is a good point to jump into the book after you've listened to, this many episodes or something like that. Yeah, I love the cover as well. Very Night Vale. Yeah. Next I have A Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. And also, same case as with Le Guin, I read another book by Butler in November, Kindred, and I'm really interested into reading more stuff by her. And this was another book outlet purchase. And yes, I'm really, really excited for it. I also don't know much about it. I don't know what it is about specifically. But yes, it's, Next one is another book that I'm really, really looking forward to reading pretty soon, and that is The Vor by B. Caitlin. And I think this is about a forest that is supposed to be sentient in a way. And while reading all the blurbs and everything about this book, it kind of reminds me of the Southern Reach trilogy, Annihilation, and the other two books. And I enjoyed Annihilation. I haven't read the other two yet. I tried to read the second one, but I kind of had to drop it because I wasn't really in the mood for it. But anyway, this one kind of feels like it has a similar thematic in a way, or a similar style. And yes, I'm really, really anticipating this one. I probably will pick it up in the next 2 weeks, sometime soon, because it was released this year, and I want to finish a lot of books that were released in 2015. And yes. Not much more to say. I love this cover. That's another thing I can say. I love this cover. It's really, really gorgeous. Next, I have Luna New Moon by Ian MacDonald, and another science fiction. Really, really anticipated. Yes. And this was a Christmas gift. I have an Amazon wish list, and my partner went into it and got a bunch of books that were in the list for my Christmas gifts, which was very kind of him and also very smart. So really, really, really looking forward to this one as well. I'm looking forward to all of them, apparently. That's always what I say. So another Christmas present was The 12 Kings in Sharakai by Bradley Beaulieu. And I don't know much about this. I know it's the first book in a series. It was released this year. And I really want to read it because I've been in the mood for one of those fantastic high fantasy series. And this one has an alternative setting, which is in a desert. And I think it's focused in one city. So would it be high fantasy or urban fantasy? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm really excited for this. It's pretty long, but I do want to get to it pretty soon. Yes. This next one is pretty short, and it's probably going to be in my Booktubeathon TBR for this year, which is Binti by Nadia Korafor. And I am really, really excited about this one. It was also a Christmas gift, was in my wish list in Amazon. And yes, so pretty tiny novella. Do not know anything about it, except that it's one of the big novellas of the year for SFF. So pretty excited. Yes. Next I have Red Shirts by John Scalzi, and I think this is a Hugo winner. Is it? Or a Hugo nominee? Not entirely sure. What I know is I love Scalzi, and I have to read more by him. I kind of need to finish the Old Man's War series, but this is another candidate to be read pretty soon because Scalzi is amazing. And What I have here now is 2 books in a series, Midsommar Night and Grail of the Summer Stars. They both have amazingly gorgeous covers. Look at them. And I have the first book, which I do not remember the name of. It's in my shelf. I don't know. Anyway, I have not read the first book, but these books are really a great example of what fantastic covers can make me do, because I got them just because of these covers. They have pretty decent reviews on Goodreads, but what really sold me on them were the covers. I know, not very bookish of me to judge a book by its cover, but these look amazing, so I don't care. Next one, also a Christmas gift, was The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, the first book in the Broken Earth trilogy, and this is a really, really, really highly anticipated book. I've read another book by N.K. Jemisin recently, which was The 100,000 Kingdoms. I did a review, which was the video I did before this one. And yes, I am really, really anticipating this one. The problem is that this is the only book out right now, and I know that I will want to read all the others. Maybe I'll have to call N.K. Jemisin Nora. Let's call her Nora. That will give, like, that will feel like I know her, even though I never met her. Maybe she will give me the other books. Nora, if you're watching this, can you please send me the other 2 books in this series? No? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'll read it anyway. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Yes, so I would explain what this is about, but I know it's about, like, earthquakes and a fantasy world that's on the brink of destruction, and that's always fun to read about, not to be involved in. But yes, I am really looking forward to this one, and hooray, Christmas gift. Awesome. And last but not least is the Diva Rules by Michelle Visage. This is another anticipated book. I love RuPaul's Drag Race, and Michelle Visage is the judge in it, and she released this book. And it seems pretty fabulous and super interesting, and also another gift for Christmas. Yes, I am super stoked to reading this. Not much more to say. I think I'll have fun reading this. It's one of those, like, guilty pleasures sort of books, I think. And Michelle Visage is pretty fabulous, so yes, it will be a lot of fun. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this book haul, and I have a couple of videos coming up as well. I have my TBR for the holiday booktubeathon, which will be the first booktubeathon that I actually can participate in. So I'm really, really excited for that. And I also have my first unhaul, which is another video coming up soon. I'm actually filming them back to back here, so this outfit will get pretty old pretty soon. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao.